Good morning, everyone. Greg, Kelly, we ready? All right. Welcome to where are we? August 13th, special events team meeting. Just a reminder for folks in the room, although I think we've probably seen everybody here before. We're an administrative team convened by the city of Boise just to make sure event organizers and all the agencies and organizations that sign off and make sure that we're having safe and healthy events throughout the city are together in one room to ask and answer questions. We will start. Oh, is that online? Yes. Okay, we will start with introductions. I'll call on online folks last, but then call on them in their regular place as we go around the table. My name is Maria Wade with the Office of Community Engagement in the City of Boise.
Conrad McDaniel, Republic Services.
Vince Vergara, City of Boise Parking.
Islam Morsala, Valley Regional Transit.
Connie Ward, Risk and Safety.
Abby Berg, Downtown Boise Association.
Joey Eccles, Boise Parks and Rec.
Heather Zeitlin, Accessibility Program Manager.
Cameo Rogers, Ada County Paramedics.
Jesse Tapper, Boise Fire Prevention.
Matthew Konvalinka, Boise Police.
Rachel Holford, City of Boise Emergency Preparedness.
Kelly Frank, the Office of Community Engagement.
Ed?
Hi, Ed Graves, Boise Public Works.
He's our only online, Kelly. Great. All right, Joseph, 2025 Boise Pride Fest. New location.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank
you. Sure, I'm close enough to the microphone. Good morning, everybody. It just dawned on me this morning that this is my 10th presentation to this committee. Most of us have been together for quite a while. Some of us are just figuring each other out on a first date, but here we go. Good to see everybody. Thank you for your time this morning. I'd just like to acknowledge the committees and different departments work with Boise Pride Festival this year. This is a different year for us. We're moving into a new space, but an old home. Boise Pride Festival used to be in Ann Morrison Park, and then we transitioned to downtown Boise for the last several years. And now we're coming back to utilize a revamped community asset. So we're excited. Anyway, my name is Joseph, last name's Kibbe, and I'm the Vice President of Boise Pride Festival and here to talk to you about 2025. So for Boise Pride Festival 2025, obviously I think the biggest thing for us is that we're moving back to Ann Morrison Park. So our footprint has changed and more self-contained into an event space rather than doing a kind of an urban feel for a festival downtown. So I think this will help alleviate some of the stress on the downtown core as we have a lot of other events that are happening that weekend. And that's one of my favorite things about Boise is there's no lack of any event that you could want to go to. If you don't find something to do, that's your own problem, not mine. But yeah, we continue to have the same leadership. We have a very stable board of directors. We have all been working together for about the last 10 years now. We continue having great success with the businesses that we engage in the small to medium-sized businesses within Boise, and we continue to deliver a positive economic impact overall to the local Treasure Valley community. A little different this year. Headwinds have been a little strange, but I think the Pride Festival has done a really good job about remaining resilient and resourceful this year as we work through. One of the other things that we get, this is kind of the same as last year, but we always get asked why we're in September, and we find that we like to engage more with the student populations of BSU and CWI as they're in session, gives the students a chance to come together and allow their organizations to participate. And we're still one of the largest Pride festivals in the Northwest. We're the second largest Pride festival behind Seattle. So we enjoy a very robust celebration. And we continue emphasis on representing the entire community. We pay careful attention to the tone and festival planning so we can make sure that all feel welcome and included in our event. That's just some of our fun artwork over the years. The city of Boise has been very fun and instrumental in helping us design some of our colors and campaigns. So a lot of fun stuff that you can see going on in the downtown core. And here is our festival event overview. This year, you'll notice a little bit different that we have eliminated the Friday night portion of the festival. And we're going to be just housed on September 6th and 7th on Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 9 on Saturday and 11 to 5 on Sunday. This is our 36th consecutive annual Pride Festival in Boise. Forecasted attendance, we're looking to trend just a little bit lower, but probably about on par for 2024. Kind of depends on, a couple different factors, but we strive to provide a positive economic impact to the city and attempt to bridge the gaps between communities. And our 2025 theme is Our Pride, Our Power. And we continue to focus, like I said, on positivity, inclusiveness, and community. We felt this year resonating with that tone for Our Pride, Our Power, just to have a continued presence as LGBTQ individuals within Idaho and the greater society. So here's our cover art for this year. And here is our schedule of events. Saturday of September 6th, and everything again will be fully contained in Ann Morrison Park. We don't have any spillover to any other areas outside of that venue. 7 to 11 will be check-in and setup. We don't have any activity occurring other than just the infrastructure taking place on Friday for the festival, so no attendee goers or vendors. Main stage is activated from 11 to 9, and fireworks are about the last 15 minutes of the show and festival for that day, and we're wrapping up about 9:30 p.m. so we can get out of there as close to dusk or just a little bit afterwards. And then Sunday, parade is 10 to 11. We have a different route also as well that was proposed to Ada County Highway District, and I see my friend right there. And 11 to 5 is our main stage time, and then 5 p.m. is the conclusion of the festival. So tear down activities will start after that, and we're usually pretty expeditious because we want to go home. So most festival tear down is complete between like 10 and 11. And at the conclusion of the event, I was talking to Joey about this, although not listed on the activities. We feel like being a good steward and taking care of the area and the space that we're in. So we'll look at bringing in a street sweeper again to sweep the main corridor that we're going to be utilizing for food trucks. So we like to return the property to pristine as much as we can, and feel we have a very good reputation on the post-close side of the festival and the debrief side. We have not had a lot of issues noted other than traffic control, but I think we all kind of face that every now and then. So this is our proposed event set up for this year. Again, very different from where we were last year. All pretty much self-contained within that one quadrant of the Ann Morrison Park. The majority of the festival will be taking place on the mall off to, I guess that would be the west of the fountain, then activated into that upper quadrant, and then a few spaces above the fountain. Our food truck vendors, this is a little hard to see, I'm sorry folks, but I saved paper and did not print out the maps, but they're all available in Acela for viewing. Our food trucks are located there central along the main corridor to help with access, and individuals that may have needs to access food trucks. We have made sure that all of our servers are facing outwards so people can utilize a flat level surface and not have to attempt to mount a curb or stand on any uneven grass or cause damage to the grass. We've ensured Captain Tappert that we are leaving those lanes open to make sure and Cameo that we can have a full engine complement and EMS from bus if we need to as well. Fireworks are planned out pretty well, so we can make sure that we're not touching any kind of festival goers. And we've got just a couple of overnight stuff. So, and we've expanded our disability parking this year as well. We're encouraging folks with handicap placards to come into that space that you can see on the blue box there. So we're also trying to partner with the city of Boise to apply next year for a disability access grant so we can start installing more ramps throughout. But we've listened to our folks and we've tried to plan out as much as we can as possible near major sidewalks. And not hard to see on the map, but we did specifically all the areas that we're activating since the park is a little bit darker in some certain spots. We do have several light towers throughout the park that we partnered with an engineering company to bring in and our engineering team as well. So a lot to take in, but I'll pause for questions on the map because that's probably, I guess, the most important stuff. Okay. All right. So logistics services are provided by for our traffic control. That's going to be Idaho Event Specialist. Medical plan we have with Acute Rescue. We're also partnering with St. Luke's again for non-emergency medical minor situations at our main event place. Security will be provided by MAV Events. Security personnel is to be stationed in the park overnight Saturday through the conclusion of the festival on Sunday. Lost child and information booth and master evacuations plans are going to be centrally located in the Boise Pride Info Festival, kind of in the middle of the park, if you will, on the Capitol Mall or on that mall without any kind of barriers surrounding it. So it'll be easily identified and marked. And point of contact is going to be Derek Shannon for MAV security events. He's going to be our commander for that weekend. Liquor services, we've already secured our beer and wine permit for ISP as noted on the slide. We're working very closely with Officer Convalos to make sure that we're staying in alcohol security, or excuse me, alcohol parameters for the city of Boise since we're in a new park. Our restroom vendors remain the same as last year. We're staffing to the same levels and completed our review and scheduled for maintenance overnight Saturday, early Sunday morning to make sure we have good and adequate facilities throughout the entire event. Working with Conrad just to get our waste management stuff finalized. Those numbers might be a little bit different after talking with Conrad this morning, but we'll have adequate disposal of all waste. And we are going to have another year of robust staff to help us with that. We partner with one of the local high schools to have them help us with waste management, and they receive on-site training for how to recycle and how to separate materials. So food services, all vendors are going to be responsible for their own area, their permits. We have a total of 12, I think, either 12 or 14. And not on this slide, but new this year, because we did change locations. We're working with VRT, Jason Rose, and I have had a couple of conversations. We're actually looking at different ways to engage people so we can be less car reliant in this event. Valley Regional Transit, I'd like to thank you guys for the help that you guys have offered. And we've also partnered with several of the scooter companies in the area. And of course, we're right off the beautiful Greenbelt, and Boise Bicycle Project has been very active with us as well. And last but not least, this is our proposed parade route. Like I said, very different from last year, but we felt that this was a really good compromise to allow people to still have a good time, remain safe, and then also minimize impact to the surrounding areas. The largest main corridor that we're going to touch is, I think that's about a 2 to 4 block stretch of South 9th Street as we come across the bridge, and then make a right-hand turn into Royal. The parade kicks off on River Street, which is not a very highly trafficked area that time on Sunday morning. So parade route remains pretty static overall in length. I think about a 1/10 of a mile larger or longer than last year. And Tanya, I think we're working through our traffic control. Cody submitted all that stuff yesterday. So a little bit different on 9th Street, but I think that was a good approach. Not to put you on the spot. Feel like, oh, all right. Anyway, thank you again for everybody around the table. I know we've all had long conversations, lots of hours. And for the people that are listening at home, I know there's thousands of people watching this on like YouTube and whatever, but you guys really do a fantastic job. I know that with all the presenters in the room share that same sentiment. You guys do a lot of hard work, and I feel very obliged to acknowledge that. So thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. Tanya?
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you as well.
I think I have almost everything I need from you. We can chat offline about traffic control. There will be a little bit of conflict on 9th, but we're working through that with the
Okay.
contractor.
All right.
Okay.
Conflict how?
There's going to be some work happening on 9th.
Oh, okay.
But by the time the parade happens, it should be only on one set of sidewalks.
Oh,
So-
okay, great. Okay.
So I've already been working with Guho pretty extensively.
Gotcha.
Coordination takes a
I know
magic
there's
wand
a lot going on in that area.
sometimes. But we can chat offline.
Okay,
Thanks, Joey.
great.
Thanks, Joseph.
Yeah, either way, I know you're talking to me. It's fine.
Ed?
Cool. Hi, Joseph. Hey, thanks again, and good to see you again.
Yeah.
Just a quick question is, will you please distribute electronically that vendor low waste guide to any, food and non-food vendors? And then I'll just follow up with you via email with just a few other clarifying questions I have. But
Yeah,
that,
sure.
Yeah, yep,
No problem.
that works. Thanks a lot, Joseph.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks, Ed.
Hey, Joseph.
Hey, Conrad.
Yeah, so we had a chat there before your presentation. So we'll continue that conversation with Joey and Ed and get things wrapped up.
Yeah, I'm just not quite sure what that space looks like. I need to go over there and take a look a little bit further just to kind of get a feel for there with where we're wanting to put the waste disposal units. That's over in front of the dog park, kind of waterway on the concrete there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that exact area, but I'm happy to meet there on site.
Okay.
Maybe find something that works for everybody.
Sounds good. Thanks, Conrad.
Nothing from me, Joey. Thank you very much for everything and all the past work we've done together.
I know. I'm sorry, Vince.
That's cool.
Hi, I think I sent an email to you yesterday for your COI.
Yes.
Did it make sense?
It did,
Okay.
yeah. Do you have any other changes that need to be made other than what was
I didn't
requested?
see any.
Okay.
Everything else looked good, just
Great.
the address needs to be.
Yeah, I'll
updated.
make sure to get back to our agent and have her update that and
Great.
get that back over to you.
And then, yeah, if you could just upload the new one to Acela, that'd be great.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I will stumble my way through that, but props to the special events committee. I know a lot of people in the room know this, but you guys have really listened to the event organizers, and we had a couple of great workshops last year, and the application process is much smoother through the online portal. So thank you for investing in the organization and software and listening to the organizers. Thank you.
You're here. Hi, Joseph. Good morning.
Hi.
You guys are perfectly outside of the downtown core now, so DBA doesn't need anything from you. Just happy planning.
Okay. Sorry, friends, whoever doesn't have to do anything.
Good morning, Joseph.
Hi, Joey.
But we're excited that you're activated in Ann Morrison Park again. So just want to say thank you for obviously meeting with us as a team and kind of, I know this event footprint has changed from the first proposal. So just want to say thank you for all your communication and kind of work on activating this new space. I think it'll be exciting and good times for the event. So we'll continue to work through the little, issues here and there leading up to the event. But yeah, thank you again.
Thank you.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm the accessibility program
Hi.
manager. It's great that you're considering putting the food trucks on that street surface, I'm imagining, so people can access it, and then trying to just account for some of the vendor booths or tables on those sidewalks. Maybe just follow up with Joey to make sure that the accessible parking has clear access to all those activities, that there is like cutouts or however you're determining where to put that.
Sure.
Cool.
We'll
Thank
do
you.
that. Thank you. We look forward to working with your office a little bit further next year as we work through hopefully some additional funding.
Good morning. I think we're all
Camille.
good with medical acute. Usually, if they haven't already sent it to us, they're good at getting us all the information. So
Yeah, I uploaded the standby agreement into application, but I think they were also going to send that on over there, but we're all firm with them.
okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. I think I have everything I need. I just want to confirm one thing about
Yes.
the footprint. It looks like you're going to have a total of 6 exits.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so-
The fencing's not quite as tight as what we were, gonna originally, I think, plan for. So it's not all buttoned up exactly at the way, but yes, we do have a total of 6 exits. We've done what we've kind of communicated. We're not kind of, but what we did communicate about, I didn't want to make sure that those are all clearly marked. We did do the illumination on the events
Okay.
or on the exits, and the 2 main entrances can be easily converted to exits also as well in an emergency.
Perfect. I like the placement of the exits that you chose. So thank you for adding those.
Yes.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, Cameo, real quick. We did bust out on the map. It's a little hard to see, but we did break up first aid into 2 sections, and I guess also for you, Captain Tappert, as well. We did have 2 first aid sections this year because of the length of the mall. We have medical staff stationed by the main stage, and then also with us back towards the center of the event. So we feel like we spread out the coverage a little bit better, and those will be fully staffed by acute and then our volunteers as well on both sides.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Joseph.
Yes, sorry about that.
Good morning, Joseph. Thank
Morning.
you. We are pretty much all set. I'll have that PLA to you shortly.
Okay.
Hopefully by the end of this week. The lieutenant and I are working on it, but everything else looks good.
Okay. Oh, and we moved, I think I forgot to mention that, but I think I've told you this. We moved the step off time for the parade to be a little bit later, so you don't have to wake up as early on
Yes.
Sunday morning.
Appreciate that.
But did you have any questions on that route? It was pretty straightforward. I think most
Nope,
of it'll be
that route
quiet.
works. That's a very easy route. So I'm happy with
Okay.
that. Thank you.
Very good.
Hi, Joseph.
Hi.
Always amazing to see you, and just want to commend you and your team for all of the planning and efforts you put into this, especially moving it to Ann Morrison and creating an even more elaborate design. So thank you, and thanks for listening to all of us as we provided input through it. So we have everything we need. We will see you for the walkthrough and then see you for the event.
Okay.
So thank you.
Yes.
I'm good too, and I'm glad that the application worked well for you. It's still a work in progress, but we're getting there. So
No, it was really good. I appreciate the invitation along with other event organizers to work through the workshop that you guys hosted. So yeah, always, like I said, I'm a guinea pig. Whatever you want to do, I'll do. But
awesome.
the system works great. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. So you can continue to add attachments there, and then you can watch the progress too for the sign off. So perfect.
Yep.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you as well.
Thank you.
Well, a little over, but sorry about that.
Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you for your time this morning.
Next up, 9/11 Miles of Remembrance. Dan and Andy. Different Dan this year?
Always managed to carry so many things.
Welcome back, or welcome.
Thank you. Yes. Good morning, everyone. So my name is Dan McGurkin. I'm the newly minted director of Mission 43. So second time meeting some of you, first time with most of you. My first 9/11 with Mission 43. Extremely excited about it. You're probably used to seeing our engagement director, Chad Rohr, who we are happy to say is away at his daughter's wedding. So a big week for Chad. We're very happy for him. But I am joined by Andy Johnson, who is the director of the Idaho Outdoor Fieldhouse, and he oversees our work and coordinates it with the Challenged Athletes Foundation of Idaho, and will be closely involved with the 9/11 Miles of Remembrance run that we're putting on here. I just want to start by saying thank you for the close partnership with the city for this event. It means a lot to us, the folks in our community. Andy and I are both veterans, both post 9/11 veterans, and we know that from the feedback we get, the event means a lot to those who get to come, and we appreciate the city's continued flexibility, patience, and partnership as we look to put it on year after year. I think we'll go ahead and kick into the rest of our slides here. So I'm just going to very quickly and briefly run over kind of our run of show and what the event looks like this year. It will be our third, I believe, consecutive year in Ann Morrison Park. So this is, thankfully, we have a lot of practice there, and we've also got a lot of past coordination with all of you to help refine and improve, and looking to bring some of that into this year. So for those who may not know, a little background on Mission 43. So we are an initiative of the J. and Catherine Albertson Family Foundation that's focused on making Idaho the premier destination for life after the military and supporting veterans and military spouses. One of the pillars through which we look to do that work is engagement, and that's about building community and providing meaningful events and opportunities for people to connect and reflect and grow and inspire. And that's what this event is really centered around. I'd like to say there's two purposes behind this event. The first is to reflect and remember those who lost their lives on 9/11, both first responders and civilians alike, as well as their families. And also more proximate, I think, to many of us is those who lost their lives or served otherwise subsequently in the global war on terror, and the families and the sacrifices that they made. I know most of you are already familiar with the event itself and the fact that it has grown significantly over time. And you can see on the slide here, we're anticipating probably around 3,000 participants again, which is going to be close to what we had last year. And so I think it helps make Ann Morrison a good venue to host an event of this size and what we're looking to do. So just kind of the brief details. So it will be, it's every year, obviously, on September 11th this year, a Thursday, from 5 to 8 p.m. for the confines of the actual participatory event itself at Ann Morrison, and the estimated attendance, like I said, around 3,000, and we're continuing to get registrants, so that'll ebb and flow as we keep marching toward the 11th. Looking at the actual timeline for the event, we're hoping to begin setup at Ann Morrison at 700 on the day of the 11th. And complete that, I think this year will be a little bit ahead of schedule, before 3:30 p.m. And kind of roll straight into packet pickup. So, packet pickup starts at 4, and the run itself will start at 6 p.m. But at 5 p.m. is when we consider the event beginning. We'll have music, we'll have food vendors, some activities for people to do. We'll have a memorial display walk that people can participate in. And that's when we'll generally be seeing most of our inflow of folks in the event kind of beginning. And then at 6 p.m., we'll see the opening ceremony take place. So that'll be a combination of guest speakers, flyover from the Idaho National Guard, as well as national anthem. And the event, will begin the run at 6 p.m. and most folks will be done by 8 p.m. We'll be completely wrapped up, done with the 5K, back at the finish line, and some time to socialize. And then we'll begin our tear down, usually get that complete by around 10 p.m. One small addition I wanted to just note on this slide is we'll probably look, this will make sense as soon as I go to the next slide, which I might as well just do that now, but we'll be an update from last year, looking to close off the entrance to Americana just to help with some of the traffic flow and enable some of the parking, specifically ADA and otherwise. So we'll be hoping to try to start doing that around 1,200 if we can. just to help, make sure there's going to be parking available for folks, especially closer to the venue for those who need it. So this is the slide where, this is kind of the meat and potatoes of all of it. So here's our site plan for Ann Morrison Park. I'm going to work my way from the southern end of the map chip all the way up to the top. So at number 9 down at the bottom, you can see we have our ADA accessible parking. And then right above that is number 15. You'll see there's a number of those around. Those are going to be our access points through the fence that's going to ring the entirety of that section of the park. Just to the right of that, you have 2 13s with a 1 in the middle. That is our main stage with the event, our tents in the middle or on either side of the stage, which we'll be handing out. We'll be dealing with registration and also handing out some materials for folks to learn more about the organization and other things. If you work over to number 3, that's where our restrooms will be. We'll have about 25% will be ADA accessible. And then up towards the parking lot just north of that, number 4 is where our waste disposal units will be, 20-yard dumpster and 8-yard recycling that we've requested with Republic. Back towards the middle, you'll see we have number 12, which is our first aid tent, and then number 5, which will be a beer tent and ID check, and number 6, which will be our food tent. The food tent will be set up by EventReds. That'll be going up the day before just to give them enough time to make sure that that is in place. And then moving over to number 2, that's where the race arch will be. So that's the actual start finish line of the event. And then all the way up from that, number 8 will be our flag tunnel where we put the flags in the ground and people get the chance to run through the flags as they kind of begin and finish the race. Just to the left of that, you'll see the number 7. That's going to be our memorial display walk. That's a chance where folks will, before and after the race, get to mingle, get to go look at some posters and other pictures and things that we have up that kind of facilitate the remembrance portion and the purpose of the event. And then once you work your way up to the top of number 8, up number 10, we have our 1 road crossing that will be crossed twice, both on the way out on the 5K and on the way back. And then number 11 is just showing the continuation of our 5K route, which I'll get into here in a little bit. And I already mentioned the fact that we'll have the fencing around as number 14 around the entirety of that section of the park. I will pause here for any questions just because it is a lot of information. Okay, sounds good. Moving into our actual 5K route plan, you'll see, as I mentioned, for the park itself, the immediate vicinity of it, that's where the start and finish line will be right there under the race arch. And the participants will run up through the flag tunnel and then cross the street there at that the inner road to Ann Morrison Park and then out onto Americana. I'm just going to go to the next slide, which kind of shows the entirety of the route. And then from Americana, we drop down really quickly onto the Greenbelt and head kind of northwest until we hit the Truss Bridge, come back over, make sure we are really intentional about crossing and passing the firefighter memorial, and then all the way down to our aid station, which will be at that foot traffic bridge that goes across. It makes it really easy for us to facilitate providing the aid to runners should they need it. And it will also have water and, of course, motivation for folks to get through and finish the 5K. Participants are going to continue down the Greenbelt until they get to the Anne Frank Memorial and then cross over the 9th Street pedestrian bridge and make their way back up the Greenbelt northwest, come back the same way down the flag tunnel through the finish line. Parking is always, with the number of participants we see now, it becomes not an issue, but an opportunity to address. So we encourage folks in the materials that they get to park elsewhere and just walk over from somewhere else or downtown or wherever it may be. And then we've also kind of broken up the parking for us internally for the event, such that we've got a few primary access ones that we obviously have our ADA accessible. And then the alternate up there will be, we're going to try to preserve that for staff and VIP for our guest speakers, just to give them a nice proximate place to be able to park and walk right over. And then this map also, is a good way to show that both other entrances to the park are going to be open, and that'll be the primary way that most folks will get into the park. We will have the ability to move the barricades on Americana should we have ADA or a VIP that needs to come through, or if we need to move any equipment around, we can do that. But we're really hoping to kind of limit the access there just to facilitate the flow of people in and out of the park. Looking at our security plan, so we will have obviously serving alcohol. We've worked with BPD already about alcohol containment, and that's the purpose of the fence that's going to ring the entirety of the park. The beer tent will have ID check with tips trained staff, and then we will have about 12 MAP event services there that'll be facilitating some of the traffic control and event security. And then we will have Boise PD assisting us as well. Moving into our medical plan. So all of our staff are CPR trained and qualified, and they'll be around the entirety of both the immediate event area, and several will probably be participating in the run themselves, and we'll be sure to have folks posted out. As one location, we will definitely have someone as the firefighter memorial. Obviously, we'll have our aid station, and then the Anne Frank Memorial presents a good opportunity to have another staff member as well. And then for our, we'll have an AED on site, and then EMT and paramedic with Ada County paramedics will be on site and ready to support. And we will all of our staff are going to have the What Three Words app, as well as it's in some of the materials that go out to participants, so that they're able to download it should they need to access and communicate the placards that we'll have out there for the locations that they may require aid at. And then we will also have Pulse Point downloaded for our staff that will help facilitate, and we'll advertise that as well for any participants that might be CPR qualified and could render aid. For our accessibility plan, we've talked already about both the main points on here for the parking as well as the accessible restrooms. The one thing that I will highlight too is that because of our close partnership with CAF Idaho, we will have equipment that's available for folks to utilize to participate in the 5K. And I'll take this chance to also ask if we can, those trees that are along that route on number 8 right there on the map chip, if we're able to somehow have those trimmed or otherwise ready to make it easier and less necessary for folks to divert off the path, would help us with some of our accessibility and make sure folks don't have any issues. And then for trash and recycling, as I mentioned, we're going to have our 2 dumpsters out there, and then we've got our own 20 receptacles we're going to bring out. I think we're also borrowing 20 that we will be using. The temporary ones that'll just let us, have some spaced out all the way throughout the park that we can then transfer over to the waste disposal units afterwards. For our communications plan, we've got cell phones are going to be primary for us. And then we will have, obviously, all the staff will have walkie-talkies that we will be communicating with. We have a backup of the GMRS radios. And then I've mentioned our contingency plans for both Pulse Point and What Three Words, and the amount of staff and volunteers as well that are going to be out there and able to help facilitate folks and make connections and things that folks, if someone does need something, whatever it may be, should be more than enough to cover down on making sure people can get what they need. And then I would just highlight too that it was raised to us that there's now Wi-Fi available possibly at Ann Morrison Park, which was fantastic. I'm getting the hand wavy possibly, emphasis on possibly. We might lean on that just for the staff as a redundancy, because cell service can get spotty when you have so many people concentrated in one area, but we can get with you afterwards, Joey, and see what that looks like. And then that is the end of our slides. I will pause for questions, and thank you all once again. We're extremely excited about this year. We've already had a ton of registration and a lot of folks reaching out to us, asking us preemptively even, what they can do to help. So that's good for us on the volunteer side, and I think shows how much the event means to the community. So, and that's in no small part to the work that you guys do as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And thank you both for your service. It was a terrific presentation. Couldn't even tell that you were brand new.
I appreciate that more than you know, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you nailed it. So we'll start with Tanya.
I agree. I think that was a great presentation, guys. Thank you. I am good. I need to reach out for payment, but yeah, we're good to go.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Ed.
Cool. Hi, guys. Hey, thank you very much for the presentation. Yeah, just a quick reminder to email the vendor low waste guide. If you definitely could, that would be helpful. And then just like the previous event, I do have a couple of clarifying questions, but I will just email you at the same time just to get some clarification. And then, yeah, I just wanted to also say, as a fellow 9/11 veteran, I do appreciate the purpose of Mission 43. So, yeah, excited that you all are back and what you're doing for the veteran community. So, yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Ed. Thanks for your service.
Good morning. Thank you both for your service. So thank you. And Dan, great presentation. I got a question. For the life of me, I cannot find that map. Do you mind resending it to me?
Which one, just so I
Uh,
know?
pretty much just the main one that has a list of everything that's going out
Site
and it
plan.
has the number 4 for dumpsters.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
And
Too
then
easy.
it sounds like you got some of the containers yourself that you'll put out there and you may need some from us. And that's totally cool. I got your reservation here. You'll just plan to come see me out at my office and that address is in my email.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah, just give me a heads up that you're sending someone out and we'll have those ready to go for you.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you both, and nothing from us in parking.
I have a quick question. Will there be any lane closures on Americana?
Just the turn lanes that go into the park itself.
We're good then. Thank you.
Mhm.
Hi, we have your COI, so we're good. Thank
Okay.
you.
Good morning, gentlemen, and nice to meet you, Dan.
Yeah.
You guys are just outside of our district as well, so no action needed on DBA's account.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good to see you again. And
Good to see you.
thank you both for your service. I kind of have a note down, but yeah, we could definitely, knowing that Pride Fest is the week before, those trees will be trimmed, so that shouldn't be a problem, but I'll double
Okay.
check with that. I think let's connect to see kind of what time for those road closures into the park, just knowing that it is a busy park. So we want to kind of be good neighbors with just the daily park users, as well as ensuring that some of those spots are definitely reserved for your guys' area for the event. And then I'll follow up. There's Wi-Fi in the park. I have a coverage map, so I'll show it to y'all. So depending on where you are in the actual park, there is Wi-Fi, but again, depending where you are. So,
Okay.
but yeah, let's connect after this. But yeah, appreciate the event. Thank you guys.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Great presentation. Thank you for the accessibility plan. It looks great. I reviewed it. I don't really have many notes on it. And as a CAP member, it's great to see that you guys are partnering with them to get some equipment out there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good morning. Great presentation. On behalf of my department, thank you so much for the relationship that we have with you guys. We are good to go with medical.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, gentlemen. I don't have any questions either. We're good to go.
Thanks.
Thank you. We are all set and we'll be there.
Okay, great.
Awesome. Great to see you all again. And thanks for the conversation offline. I know that we were finally able to get that letter put together for the flyover. So that's
Yes.
awesome. And then from our side, we have everything we need. Fire will be there. I will be coordinating with you on the apparatus that will be there and the large flag.
Okay.
So we'll get all of that taken care of and looking forward to seeing you all at the event. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. You did well. So we'll let Chad know.
Yeah, let Chad know
Yeah.
back. Brings him on that. Yeah. Did not want to disappoint him. So
Right.
yeah.
We're shocked they let us out together to do this.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
well, nobody warned us about that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you guys. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Otherwise, just kind of watch your account and your email. Any pending fees like from parks or police or anything will be loaded in your account for payment. And then we'll just continue to watch that to get the approval and permit issued.
Thanks, Kelly.
Okay,
Mhm.
awesome. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Boise Oktoberfest. Welcome back, Mila.
Follow that presentation. Thanks.
That has to be one of the more buttoned up presentations.
Well, mine is very simple.
You can
As
tell
know,
the
I've
like
been
you
doing
could
this
see
a long
like the
time, but it's
military
very
influence
simple
on that
and plain.
presentation. It was fantastic.
As most of you know, I'm Mila. I do a lot of stuff with Jason Kovac downtown. This one is with Jason and Chad from the Reef and Old Boise for Oktoberfest. I think this is the 14th-ish year. I don't know, something like that. I've been doing it for Jason about 10. Celebrate Old Boise, downtown, music, all ages, Oktoberfest, games, really try to keep it into what Old Boise is all about. Last year or 2 years ago, we didn't do it last year. We had about 2,500-ish people throughout the day, not all at once, so that's good. We take over, we close Grove between 5th and 6th. That's just that kind of, Clay keeps building things, and so we keep having to move our footprint around everywhere. So this time it will be again with that parking lot. And we've talked about Castro Park, Grove Street between 5th and 6th. I've talked to most of you already about everything. I've uploaded some of the stuff that you've asked for and paid a few things. But as far as my stuff, I'm just kind of waiting to see what else you guys need from me. I know I need to get with Mav for security and EMS, and so I will get with them this week. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple for us. It's just a 1 day, 2 to 10, 1 day event. So I don't have any big runs or closing a bunch of stuff downtown through everywhere, big parks or anything like that. So I know what I've got.
Easy peasy. Tanya.
Hi, Mila. How are you?
Oh, good. Just
chugging along.
Chugging along.
I think I have what I need from you at this point. I will reach out via email to get your permit paid and finalize any
the dumpster
issues
permit
with the dumpsters and traffic control as well. And then Vince, maybe you can touch on the parking in regards to making sure we're allowing those ADA spots to be accessible. Cool. Yeah.
And we did update the map from when I was here a couple weeks ago talking to some of you. I'm still waiting to hear from CP Audio on the sides of the stage, but we are going to try to move it back into the parking lot like we did before 2 years ago. I think I'm meeting Jason on Tuesday. I think it'll work to be able to do that. And so all that will be in the streets will be tables, and then we'll do porta potties like on the ends. So
Okay.
the line will be open.
Thank you.
Ed.
Cool. Hi, hey, thank you very much, Mila, for your presentation. And are you using your own containers for trash?
Yes, but Jason's got like 30 different ones down in the Grady's basement that I need to count. But if I need more, I'll let you know. But last Pray for Snow and Oktoberfest, we had about 30. So unless you got
no, I mean, to me, that sounds more than adequate for sure. And then are you going to have any cans?
No.
Out? No. Okay.
No,
Okay,
not
just like-
unless they tell me differently. It's just going to be draft. But I don't even think last time we had White Claw, but I don't even think we're having that, to my knowledge.
Okay, so just like open pour into plastic cups.
Yep. And
Okay.
it's this, and we bought a ton of those more eco-friendly cups a couple years ago that you and I had talked about. There's still a bunch of them at Old Boise that Beth has stored.
Perfect. Well, yeah, great. Use those up for sure. And yep, I'll just send you a quick email. But other than that, you're all set.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, Mila. I cannot find your order for the dumpsters. Where are we in that process? Have you?
We were emailed. We did. I have it. I just have it printed. I just need to go and pay for them. Let's see. I think we were going to do 3.
That's fine as long as like I'm aware that's where we are in the
Yeah,
process.
I did
I wasn't
3 and
sure.
3 and 2.
Yeah.
And then I was out of town for the last 10 days, so I
Yeah.
haven't been able to get to it. But yeah,
There's
then they'll be in the parking spots on 5th.
okay, perfect. So when you complete that deposit with the city, just let me know and then I can check, make sure everything's cleared and you're all good to go.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and some of the payment stuff I just got Old Boise's credit card yesterday, so so some of it's been delayed. I'm like, I'm not putting it on mine.
Mila, I think that we have everything worked out in parking. I know there's been some concern with some ADA parking, and I will work with Kelly and Tanya to get those details worked out. But I think that we're okay on the overall. If I need your help, I'll come and talk to you. I know that we've talked offline about a couple of things there, but I think on the overall, we're good.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, we have your COI, so we're good.
So
Thank you.
those are I just forwarded what Beth gave me. Is that just you got both of them to you? Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Hi, Mila. Good morning. You guys are gonna need to fill out some neighborhood notification
Yep.
paperwork. I'm behind. I owe you an email about it.
No, you're good.
Paperwork looks a tiny bit different than the past couple years, so I'll go ahead and send that to you guys, but the energy is still the same going around and capturing those signatures.
Or same area.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll be in touch over email. Thank you.
Morning, Mila. Thanks for all your communication and kind of the navigating to activate, Kaisha Corner for, kind of overflow for the event and the space for the event goers to gather, but still maintaining and keeping it open to the public. So thank you for that, and we'll be in touch. Thanks.
Hi, Heather. Nice to meet you. For the fencing around the area, can you just make sure that you're not blocking off any of those curb cutouts at the corners? We just have run into some issues that same area in different events
Okay.
where people are having a hard time navigating. And I wasn't clear, is the fencing in the parking lot or is it?
So it'll
street
be,
too?
we'll go on the back of the parking lot, like on the alley side or the, whatever that hotel is, the Home 2. And then through the parking lot and then right up against the curb on Fifth and then all the way around. Or I mean on Grove, on the inside, on the south side of the north side of the street, south side of the sidewalk on
Okay, I
Grove.
see. Yeah, so just making sure that all those cutouts at all those intersections are clear so people can still use the sidewalks.
Yeah,
throughout
the
day.
sidewalk in the footprint, that will be completely closed on the south side. That will be in the footprint, but the north side, I mean, the other side will be open completely.
Yeah, but then they'll just allow for people to pass through.
It's through the event.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've never done that before.
So maybe I'm not understanding.
So the sidewalk on the north side of Grove is completely open. It's not fenced at all. So that is just normal walkway for everybody. The south side of Grove is completely closed. It will be inside the event.
Okay, so if you have a mobility device, how do you get through the fence?
Well, there'll be openings. I mean, the entry is on Stick Street.
Okay.
Where there's be tents and then there's different openings throughout the fence for security purposes.
Okay, and so those openings are just all accessible openings with cutout.
Well, it's a paid for event, so it's not open to the public. Yes, going around the event, yes.
Okay.
Not through.
Okay.
I think the question is, if you use a wheelchair and you pay to get into the event,
Yes, all of that is covered. Yes, yeah. I mean, everything will be on the streets will be open on the and inside, the sidewalk will be open, everything like that will be open inside the event.
how do you get into the event if you use a wheelchair? If the curb cuts are fenced?
The entry on Sixth and Grove will be open and completely. That's not fenced. That's just tents.
From the street?
Yes.
Okay.
That's open. People walk right through. There'll just be tents and security there.
Okay. Great.
Once you get your medical plan figured out, if you could send that to us, and if you have any questions, we can talk offline about that.
I was just gonna have Mav do all of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, once you get your contract, just have them send that, or you can send that to us.
Okay.
Mila, thank you for moving the stage again. It really helps us out. I see that you have your fire permit in, so we're good to go. Thank you.
Thank you. We just need the signed PLA returned as soon as you can. Other than that, we're all set. Thank you.
And I got online to try to pay the deposit or what. I didn't see it on there. Or does it wait?
I can get a hold of you offline and we can take care of that. Yep, thanks.
Hi, wonderful to see you again. Wonderful to see this event taking place again. So we're just going to shore up those items that we've already discussed. Once we have those, we'll be good to go. And if you need anything additional from us, just let us know. Thank you.
And I'm good too. Nice to see you. If you have any questions or need anything, let me know.
Thank you.
See you later. Have a great day.
All right, Kelly, any other announcements for this meeting? All right, we'll see y'all in a couple weeks.